Look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Rodgers now on first down. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Haloti Ngata in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, the one concern I had about Eddie Lacy coming out of Alabama was weight. And it became a concern for Green Bay in 2015.
Yeah, he was up over 260 pounds. Disappointing 2015. Looks a lot better, doesn't he?
A lot better, and when he's lean, oh boy, is he a heck of a runner.
Just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Out to the flat for Lacy. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to...
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive fake punt. They got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game, if we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Rodgers to throw on second down. A dump off to Lacy. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target, it's come. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
They'll run. This is Lacey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Packers a first down. Eddie Lacy displaying that power. A little bit was made of his weight. At what weight is he ideal out there? What do you think, Charles?
I think he could definitely stand to lose some pounds, but more than anything, redistribute them. You know, instead of the rounder Eddie Lacy,
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Finding time. And incomplete on the deep ball. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. The second-year man from Nebraska. It's Amir Abdullah. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move,
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Stafford on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's brought down. And give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A second down run for Abdullah. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back to throw. Stafford. And Tate's got it. 18 yards there and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And they will not get... The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They stay on the ground on 1st down with Lacey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So the hard count gets him there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump.
4 down, check, 4 down. Check safety.
Following the penalty now, Lacey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run it again with Lacey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now the Packers' first-year punter, Jake Shum, is on. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Mike Daniels makes the tackle. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll come out in the pistol. Play faked Abdullah. It's Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch, and it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And Cook has it, left side. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Surveying the field. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Fielded at the 20.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now is Rodgers.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And Crosby puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So 2 field goals now for Crosby, a man who became the Packers' all-time leading scorer last year, topping the mark set by Ryan Longwell.
And as you know, Lambeau Field is not an easy place to kick field goals, especially when you get into December and January. But Crosby's been a steadying influence on some real good Packers teams.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So we have reached... Hey, Charles, you give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the 2nd half. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And we put our attention now on the defense for the Packers. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the 2nd half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the 2nd half. Offense or defense, you got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Abdullah. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd down following the run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the first possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers defense here getting ready. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
The left side completion to Jones. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big run there by Lacey. 41 yards. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The rookie Ashawn Robinson on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown on the season. And
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
it took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now it's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Throwing is Stafford. And Tate's got it. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They go with Abdullah again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Blocking the back. Offense.
They come out here in the eye. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jake Ryan in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ballgame. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Lions defense marching back onto the field now. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Cut in left. Four down, check. Four down. Quick.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. And now another one thrown incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 48. And Crosby puts it through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Hey. 4 down. 58.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. A dump off to Lacy. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. So a bit of a struggle here in this one after the great week last week. And after the last drive, I looked over. I don't think our camera saw it, but he just kind of went over by himself on the end of the bench. You could just tell visibly frustrated.
And that's probably good that he went by himself to gather his thoughts as opposed to going up and down the sideline, raging a little bit, demanding the football, wanting to know what was going wrong, because that could really cause problems amongst the team. But I like that. Down there by himself, trying to work it out, and I think he'll get in the huddle and say, all right, let's get this thing figured out. Tough going so far, though.
He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Nelson, 8 yards there on a first down. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Rodgers now on first down. Out to the flat for Lacy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. A dump off to Lacy. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now whistles here. Flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jeff Janis in the final minute. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
How many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? The return man here, T.J. Jones. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Now it's Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Now Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. Caught right side Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30.